All right, so we're going to continue on with our meme coin series. And in the first 4 videos of this series, we've been asking the question, can meme coins make you a millionaire? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to look at a story where a meme coin made one person a billionaire. That's correct, a billionaire with a B. The best part is he only invested a little over $3,000. By the way, if you haven't seen the rest of the playlist yet, I'll go ahead and link it above. But number 5 is going to be a full meme coin investing mini course where I'm going to show you how to find meme coins, how to go through an entire checklist. I'm actually going to give you the exact checklist that I use to try to prevent yourself from getting scammed or rug pulled when investing in a meme coin early. We're also going to talk about specific investing strategies for taking profits with meme coins and how to be able to create moon bags in the event that you're invested in a project that becomes the next Dogecoin or the next SHIB token, for example. All right, so let's get back into this video today. This gentleman became a billionaire investing in a meme coin. A SHIB holder who spent $3,400 on the meme coin last August is now a crypto billionaire. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is back in October of 2021. We're going to look at where his fortune is today and see if he's still a billionaire. But this is actually bigger. He actually made more than $1 billion. By the way, this is even hard to say. SHIB token went up 94 million%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the event that you don't know what a meme coin is, it just means it is a coin that has been created, a cryptocurrency that was created at the time of creation. It had no functionality, no utility. The only purpose in creating it was so people could have a collectible digital token that has some value and they could choose to trade it, choose to play with it, choose to transfer it, do whatever they wanted to with it. Well, some of these tokens, like SHIB being one of them, have created incredible community around them. In fact, SHIB has started creating real utility, believe it or not. So other tokens like Dogecoin doesn't have a lot of utility yet. Pepe token doesn't have any utility yet that I'm aware of. There's a lot of these tokens that are created, and by the very nature, they're memes. By the very nature, they're jokes. But this person invested into a quote-unquote joke coin, and he made $1 billion. The reason these tokens can go up so much in value early on, if you get in on them early, is because they have low liquidity. And low liquidity is a double-edged sword. We're going to take a look at that a little bit later in this video, so let's keep going. An address with the foresight to purchase $3,400 worth of SHIB Inu last August has seen the value of the coins grow to a whopping $1.55 billion on Thursday. Please tell me what you would do with $1 billion. Let me know in the comments. In total, the unknown person has bought SHIB 44 times since August of 2020, with $3,200 as the largest purchase at any one time. The largest single purchase was $3,000, and their total holdings of 70 trillion SHIB at the time of this writing was worth $5.6 billion. Can we all just take a moment of silence out of respect for the individual who made this purchase? That is unbelievable to me. Name one other investment that someone could invest $3,000 and could earn $5.6 billion within the past 3 years. Give me one other investment that could have done that. I'll help you out. None. This is what's so incredible about cryptocurrency. Okay, after the wallet address was shared on Twitter, user Untraceable questioned whether the SHIB market was liquid enough to absorb $5.7 billion if the wallet sells. I'll explain this here in a moment. According to Etherscan, the anonymous SHIB holder purchased the dog-themed token on 9 occasions in August 2020, spending a total of $3,400 worth of wrapped Ethereum that month. So in total, he only spent $3,400 in total, and it grew to $5.6 billion. I mean, that's just mind-blowing, As the price of the SHIB has since gained more than 94 million% over the past year to sit at this price. At the time of the writing, the hodler has become a crypto billionaire from their August purchases alone. According to data from CoinGecko, the total market capitalization of SHIB is now worth $40 billion. The asset mammoth had a 1,063% gain in the past 30 days at the time of this writing. Two questions are going to come up here. First of all, we know we're in a bear market. So what has happened to his holdings as of today, if he's still holding? So 40 billion market cap. Right now, we're currently sitting at, SHIB token is currently sitting at a 5.6 billion market cap. So a little bit of math here. Let's just say 40.3, 5.6 divided by 40.6. 13.3. That's a 13.89%. So 100 minus 13.89. So SHIB token has lost 86% of its value since the time that article was written. But here's what's interesting. The guy's value was at 5.6 billion. So let's take a look at that real quick. 5.6 billion minus 86%. So 5.6 minus 4.8. That's where we're at. 5.6 billion minus 4.8 billion, which is what he lost in value. So he still has $800 million in value. This is in a bear market. Of course, we're going to have a bull market again. Here's the thing, $800 million. So the question was, Untraceable questioned whether the SHIB market was liquid enough to absorb 5.7 billion. What he's saying here is, if we come over here to the SHIB token, we can see that the total liquidity, meaning the total amount that people can buy and sell into. There's 6.55 million dollars in liquidity. So if we were to actually make a trade of, $1 billion or 800 million, we would get a lot of slippage. Slippage meaning price impact. We would not get the full amount. Let me show you. Okay. So if we sold 10 ETH right now, we'd get about a 1% price impact. 10 ETH is worth $19,000, but if we sold 10 ETH worth of SHIB tokens right now, we would get $18,810 worth. So right now, let's just say that he wants to sell his 800 million worth. If he wanted to sell his 760 million worth of SHIB tokens right now, then he would see a 99% price impact. He couldn't sell all of it at once because there's not enough liquidity, right? You don't have to understand exactly how this works. You just have to understand there's not enough in this pool right now. There's only $6 million. So literally, all he could really sell is about $6 million worth probably. And even that's going to have significant price impacts. So let's come back over here. What could he sell? Is it a problem that he can't sell at all? Well, here's the deal. If he is sat on this from, $3,000 roughly, $3,400 all the way up to $5 billion, then he's in no hurry to dump the entire bag at once. So what could he reasonably sell? He could reasonably withdraw or sell $100,000 worth right now in the current bear market. And he could sell that every single month if he wanted. He probably could sell it every week. But if he sold it every month, ladies and gentlemen, that's $1.2 million a year he's earned off of a $3,400 investment. He is set for life. He is set for life. SHIB is probably not going to go a lot lower. They're adding utility to the token right now. It's probably not going to go a ton lower, but it doesn't matter if it does go lower. It could go lower, but he's set. This guy has nothing to worry about for the rest of his life. So it's interesting. People are like, oh, but he couldn't sell it all. Who cares? However, liquidity is worth being aware of. If this is the big takeaway, you do need to pay attention to liquidity. And you may be thinking, what are you talking about, Wealth? I haven't made billions of dollars in meme coins, and you just told me I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, you don't need to worry about it if you have billions of dollars. But whenever a meme coin launches, like if you go to, let me show you something. If you come here and you put in something like this token, for example, only has $92,000 in liquidity, and it's pulled back a great deal. But it has $92,000 in liquidity. So if you try to trade this token and you try to sell $100,000 worth, you're probably not going to be able to do it. 16% price impact, and we only got $9,000. So what would the price impact be with 95,000? 66. You couldn't ever do it. Now, when the token launches, especially if you get in, and I'm going to show you when I put out the course how you could potentially get into a token seconds after launching, minutes after launching if you wanted. There's a lot of risk getting in that early, by the way. And of course, there could potentially be a lot of reward. One of the risks, or even if the project does well, is if you make a lot of gains really fast, and it's not hard to make $95,000 if you were to get into a token early that actually ended up being a good token. It could be difficult to sell all of that initially. So you're going to be stuck holding it for a while, which is why it's important to take profits early. So liquidity is an issue, but it's not as big of an issue as some people have it make it out to be. Some people on Twitter are like, oh, those tokens are just not liquid enough. For the average investor, they're plenty liquid enough. The only time they're not liquid enough is at launch. But typically by day 2, but day 3, most investors can take profit, or they can withdraw their initial investment if the project does well. Most of them can withdraw it in the first day. I did a video where I was able to sell a token and take out my initial investment. I'll post that video above if I remember it. I'll put it up here in the cards. But literally, I was able to withdraw that within hours of making the investment. And the project, I don't think, was even 48 hours old yet. So it was very easy to get out my initial investment without having to worry too much about price impact. So slippage is something you need to be aware of. Liquidity is something you need to be aware of. But in most cases, the more established, the more days a project's been out, the more well it's done, if you can say that, then you're not going to have an issue. But ladies and gentlemen, could you only imagine earning $5 billion in value and being able to take that? I mean, you understand, at 800 million, he can withdraw, what is it? I hope I say this right. He can withdraw $100,000 a month for 800 months at that rate. I mean, he has nothing to worry about, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the best part. I'm going to show you how to set these meme coins up where you can get into a risk-free position and then practically forget about them. Forget about them. Don't even pay attention to them. Most of them will go to zero. That's okay. You already pulled out profit. I'm going to show you how to take profit and then let it ride. Let your moon bag go. And whether it goes up and down, whether it loses 80% of its value, it doesn't matter. You're going to set a timeline in the future. You're going to go check your meme bags, and you're going to see what kind of projects have done well. And you may just find out you could have become a millionaire, or in this case, a billionaire. That's not a guarantee. It's just fun to think about. It's just fun to, when you take that risk off the table, to know that you're holding a moon bag of some meme coins and they may just absolutely blast off. All right. In the next video I put out, which I believe is going to be sometime tomorrow, we're going to be, and I'll add it to the playlist, I'm going to show you how someone invested $27 and turned it into $1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to want to miss this. Decentralized cryptocurrency equals freedom. This is Crypto Wealth. I'm out.